Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host 𝙒𝙖𝙩𝙤 Iyer. So what's happening in Goa? The BJP already has a comfortable majority and it is now transpiring that 8 Congress MLAs are ready to switch over to the BJP. Now, the total strength of Congress, if I remember correctly, is 11. So they don't have to actually do the resignation, get re-elected step. They can probably come straight across. To understand the reasons, the motivation, and what the BJP has in plan, let's invite our guest of the evening, Savio Rodrigues of the BJP in Goa. Savio, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskar, Sri. Always a pleasure to be on your program.
Thanks, Savio, for taking the time out to talk to us. So the question that is on the top of my mind is that BJP already enjoys a fairly comfortable majority in the Goan Assembly. So now 8 Congress MLAs want to come over to BJP. Does this also not mean that they are more than 2/3, so they don't really have to resign and re-elect or something like that?
Well, to answer your first part of your question, Sri, the BJP in Goa is slowly growing to be a large family. And when the Congress MLAs decided that they want to be a part of the BJP family because they've realized that really nothing much is happening for them being a part of the Congress, they don't get absolutely any sort of support from the center. Rahul Gandhi himself is oblivious to the happenings on the ground in Goa. And the central leaders that come to Goa are also oblivious of the real problems faced by the Congress leaders in Goa. I've said it on numerous platforms, including your own. Goa has a very, very, unfortunately, they don't have a very strong leader. And that is the problem for the Congress in Goa. And that's one of the reasons why the Congress MLAs decided to move en masse to the BJP, led by the former Chief Minister of the Congress, that is Digambar Kamat. And Digambar Kamat, with a former BJP leader, that was Michael Lobo, who then joined to Congress in 2022, decided to bring the rest of the 6 leaders to form 2/3 of the majority to merge the legislative wing of the Congress into the BJP. And that is why they will not have to go in for a re-election. And that is the whole process. Now, obviously, a lot of people within the BJP and within the Congress are hopping mad about is primarily because they have not understood the reasons behind why the Congress MLAs have joined the BJP. The reason the Congress MLAs have joined is because they really don't see a future in the Congress itself. They thought that with the Congress they would be able to come into power in Goa, but that never happened. So they didn't want to continue for the 3rd term being in the opposition and not having a chance of developing their constituencies or serving their constituents. Now, people have been pontificating about the morality and the ethics of it. But in all fairness, this is politics. And in politics today, the people wanting to join, where it's done within the legal framework of 2/3 majority, while might not be correct to the voters, and I agree to that in some point of view, in political parlance, it's absolutely fair that a political party gets into such kind of political machination, because the choices the political party makes will define the next couple of years of people confidence in that political party. When the 10 Congress MLAs in 2019 joined the BJP, many people said that BJP would lose the elections and people would teach them a lesson. But BJP came back into power, which means people keep electing the same people. Today, Goa is not necessarily about a political party. There are many political leaders that are strong forces in their own right. Like a Digambar Kamat is a very powerful force in Barkau. He's won almost 5 times. And he's there. Nobody's unable to throw him out of that power. So today, for a BJP to get somebody like a Digambar Kamat in terms of only political strength, is a good catch to get. But there is, of course, baggage that comes with Digambar Kamat. There are the complications that could come with Digambar Kamat. For example, I personally believe Digambar Kamat, as a former chief minister, is not someone who's going to be able to work under Dr. Pramod Sawant, the young Goa chief minister. He's not going to play second fiddle, and there's going to be some conflict that will happen in the months ahead with regards to the position of the chief minister. Now, BJP's biggest problem, which they will face, is with the Karyakartas, because many of the Karyakartas are going to be very upset that there is an infusion of Congress leaders yet again. It's not giving the Karyakartas an opportunity to grow to become leaders. No? Today, now you've imported the other people from the Congress party. So what happens to the young Karyakarta? He continues to wait in the wings while he is subjected to follow a Congress leader who has now joined. Now, if you look at every person that has joined, the 10 MLAs before, the 8 MLAs now, the 2 from MGP that came in 2019 as well, all these are former Congress MLAs or MGP MLAs. So what has happened to the local Karyakarta of the BJP? Has he got a chance to spread his wings as well? So you're going to face these complications. As a political machination strategy, I think the BJP High Command has done this superbly. Digambar Kamat has orchestrated this so beautifully. In the sense, when I say beautiful, I mean you have to admire this man's tenacity. But is it the right thing for BJP at the center and at Goa? That's a matter of time to see whether the decision is a good decision. But as a study on just pure political machinations, it's a very intriguing one, because Digambar Kamat will not come and has not come just to play second fiddle to anyone. There's something big in store here.
Well, there could also be something to do. This may have something to do also with the fact that Rahul Gandhi seems to be getting some good crowds in Kerala, and maybe it was something to steal his thunder. It is possible. But my question, that's just my observation, Savio. You can agree with me or you can disagree with me. But my question to you, Savio, is this not yielding more ground to 𝙒𝙗? Because you've
Of
seen
course it
that
is.
everywhere, Congress leaves, the disenchanted go to 𝙒𝙗.
I completely agree with you. In fact, like I said, Congress has a large voter base in Goa, but they don't have leaders to deal with the voter base. And because of that, it's going to create an opportunity for the Aam Aadmi Party. It's going to create an opportunity for Goa Forward Party. It's going to create another opportunity for a young political party called Revolutionary Goals. They are going to come in and take the space that Congress is not able to hold on to. So while BJP is getting most of the Congress guys to come into the BJP, all the new young faces will end up going into these new political parties, including from the BJP. So there will come a point of time when, if the people of Goa decide that they have had enough of this political machinations, they don't want this political jumping from here to there, then there's going to be a problem for the BJP. Until the people wake up and say, okay, we don't believe in this kind of politics or dance of democracy, nothing's going to happen. BJP is going to continue to remain strong, and that's the way it's going to function in Goa.
I can't help but notice that BJP rides on the shoulders of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh to come to power. That is, they really turn out in big numbers to make sure that their base goes and votes on voting day, and to make sure that the voter is connected with the plans and policies of the BJP and so on and so forth. However, the RSS is an extremely disciplined organization. I'm just wondering if the top two are beginning to exploit that. I don't know. You can agree with me or disagree with me.
Well, Sri, sometimes I would look at it and I'll try to analyze it from a journalistic point of view, and I would probably say, maybe it's not the right thing for the BJP to do. But when I analyze it from an analyst point of view and purely political point of view, I realize that politics in India is about what? The politics in India is about ensuring that the plans and the visions that you have for India are executed, and every person in the opposition needs to take a second fiddle. In the sense that today, if BJP manages to make Goa Congress Mukt Goa, then BJP on its own is a power center in Goa as a political party. What the people do in an election is a different issue altogether. So I don't see there's anything wrong in the strategies, because most of the people that are in the BJP Goa right now are not RSS grown people. They're all Congress educated. So they did their their PC in Congress. They did their graduation in Congress. They even did their masters in the Congress, but they've come to do their doctorate in the BJP. That's exactly the evolution of these leaders. Their doctorate is, their PhD is going to be in the BJP. But there is a point when BJP will realize, and I'll see that's where the problem will happen in Goa. Because Goa is too small a state, number one, and Goa is too volatile a state in political movements here and there. BJP today is leading the development plank, and the Goan politicians are very keen to be a part of that development plank. They are not seeing any way in which Congress is helping them in that. Now, Congress has been in the opposition for the last 3 years in Goa, and Goa was their bastion. In 2017, they almost formed the government, but they delayed forming the government because they were so busy fighting amongst themselves. BJP, through smart political machinations at that point of time, along with Mr. Manoj Parrikar, came in as a chief minister. He relinquished his position as a defense minister. In 2019, 10 Congress MLAs moved to the BJP. It was the first time that something like that so strongly happened, and now again. So while BJP did not require the 8 MLAs, there is no harm in having 8 MLAs that are on your side, making your opposition to absolutely nothing. Is it good for democracy? Let me tell you this. Democracy is something that functions when there is a strong ruling, but an even stronger opposition. Unfortunately, there is no opposition for the BJP as far as Goa is concerned. There is absolutely no opposition for the BJP even at the center. Right? So are Modi and Amit Shah going about their agenda, keeping in mind political morals and ethics? Well, I don't think politics was ever about morals and ethics. It's about ensuring that doing the right thing at the right point of time, because there is no right or wrong in politics. It's what is done at that point of time for political benefit to the party. And that's what they're doing. Maybe I might analyze it as an analyst and say, oh, listen, ethically that's not right. But at the end of the day, Sri, I'll ask you this question. Digambar Kamat was the gentleman who was accused in the mining scam. He was let go of it when the investigation was complete. But while he was still an accused in it, the people of his constituency still voted for him, no? Now, if the people themselves keep electing the same people over and over again, who've got question marks, who keep defecting, then who's to be blamed? Is it the politician alone? Or is it not the people as well? So for democracy to function, the stakeholders of democracy are really two people, no? One is the politician and the other one is the person, the people. Even the people have failed in bringing good leaders. Look in my constituency itself, and I contested the election from an education standard, from an ability to deliver, from an ideating process, from a vision. Many people said you were the best, including the priest. But they were very clear that they were not going to vote for me because I stood on a BJP plank. So they chose people like the person who was second from Congress, an absolute thug. But they chose him. The person who did win by a narrow margin is somebody who could not even articulate a sentence in the right way. So people need to understand today when they're pontificating about BJP's moves or Congress MLAs jumping into the BJP, which is complete, they've joined the BJP. They are in Delhi right now. There's going to be a discussion on the reshuffle of the portfolios. The people should become wise enough to vote for the right kind of people. Democracy claps with both hands, and people is one part of that hand.
Well put. I couldn't have articulated it better than you did, Savio. Clearly, you belong in a different plane. You perhaps should be like a spokesperson of the party of BJP. I don't know if you already are, but certainly this video will convince our viewers that you should come and listen to Savio, because he didn't waffle. I had some very tough questions for him. He didn't waffle, and he made a very, very compelling argument. It's also the people. You are also electing somebody. If you're electing a thug, you deserve that. So that's what it is. So democracy has two hands. One of them is the people. Thank you very much, Savio. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.
My program. Namaskar.